Samus, vote for Biden.
And if she didn't, can she still be black?
Probably not. Not by Joe Biden's standards. Let's say that. Does Joe Biden know who Samus is? Way better question.
That is, because that one we don't know.
And would he be mad if she had claimed an African American identity in spite of not voting for him?
And follow up. Would Joe Biden see her being, a bounty hunter, akin to the police in some way?
I mean,
is Samus a class traitor?
I guess the question is, would Joe Biden see that? And that I don't know.
Probably not. Samus receive public funding from the Galactic Federation, like a semi-unconditional, not necessarily just upon completion of a mission.
Damn, you really hit me with the toughies this time.
We don't know this.
We start the episode off with all the hard ones.
We need to know the answer to these questions. I can't wait for some turbo supposed Metroid fan to take all of this completely seriously and get really angry about it, and well, actually, if you you looked at this comic or this manga here, you would know that
Samus would vote for liberal policies? I don't know.
No, just about the joking implication of her being a class traitor on the basis of her being basically a police officer that I was making. That kind of stuff.
It's just that you don't really see her doing police officer work, which that might excite some.
She kills on sight. What are you talking about?
Well, what I was gonna say was you don't really see her doing like a lot of typical police work. Like she's not pulling people over and writing them tickets. But what you do see her doing is committing genocide, which
yeah.
And she does do a lot of shoot first, ask questions later, to be fair.
And if the game let us, we would have shot an innocent Chozo. But it literally didn't let us.
Chozo on Chozo crime is
an
epidemic in the Metroid universe.
The Galactic Federation isn't talking about Chozo and Chozo violence.
Stop Chozo hate. I got bumped. They rolled me out. Alright, bastard.
Kring.
I got something for you. And you can't survive as long as you don't dash away. So I need you to not do that. I need you to stand right here. That works. Please, 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 please. It hit. Bah! I'm gonna need some more ammo. Just fairies. I wonder if there's a cache nearby. I couldn't even see where he was. I was just locked on. There we go. Have I not been to this room yet? No, I have, because that's done. Oh yeah, I haven't seen it from that angle, because I'm always on this bridge. Which direction was I going? I think I was going through the portal. There's a door. Yeah, I blew up that door. That's what I was doing. Because this was a power bomb door.
There are people on this on these posts about what's it called? About bleep being like, but how long until it's forced onto your computer and you have to mod it to turn it off? Bro, calm down. Just stop using Intel like me. AMD CPUs all the way, bro.
Yeah, and just turn off all the settings.
Also, yeah, you can literally just turn them off. But he's saying, in the George Foreman's 1826 Orlando Park future, where it's forced on at all times, and
I'm not educated enough.
I was mispronouncing or saying the title of 1984.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know 1984, but...
Yes.
And by
Orlando
no, I
Bloom's
mean I know
1912.
memes. And I know
Yeah.
that means government bad or something.
I've never read the book, don't know what it's about, but I know that people who claim something is 1984 know less about it than I do.
You saying that is 1984?
Yeah. One will bleep cancel me for saying 1984.
Can I have a filter for that?
Where's the dumbass talking points bleep filter?
Now, if they make one for like crypto NFTs, then
Based. I mean, people already made.
I guess I won't necessarily put crypto with NFTs, but there's some overlap.
It's like there's a
NFTs
like that one.
certainly have their own just on or off. You have two kinds of people.
Yeah, and there's already software that exists for that somewhat. People have already made Twitter bots that have scoured the website and added every public account that's linked to the NFT thing, and with the click of a button, you can block all of them.
Think.
It's very
You
cool.
can be rid of them.
We'd never have to see them again. Slurs are bad. Turning society into a tech-fueled dystopia over it is even worse. The fact that everyone here thinks that it's an automatic justification says a lot more about you than it does about anyone who said the bad words. Bro, it's an opt-in program.
Return
Calm
keys.
down.
I'm not turning the keys to the gateway yet. I'm not done. Leave me alone.
Also, tell me you want to say slurs without saying slurs challenge.
I want to say bad things that hurt people's feelings.
Me too, but you can also do that without slurs.
We're gonna start a new campaign to get people to say mean things, but do it the right way.
We here believe in ethical cyberbullying.
It's perfect. Unhurtful cyberbullying.
Unsustainable cyberbullying.
Renewable cyberbullying.
Would unsustainable cyberbullying be once you push someone over the edge and they just toaster bath?
That'd be unsustainable. Yeah, it would.
I think that would be. And we also wouldn't support that in our theoretical shitpost ideology.
No, we want renewable resources. Think about this, everyone.
I think someone getting arrested, so like for example, I think Chris Chan would be non-renewable cyberbullying because she currently can't be cyberbullied anymore due to legal action.
Yeah, so essentially, you need to cyberbully people, but you can't have them, like, you can't have them harming themselves, not getting themselves into any kind of actual trouble, because you want them to stay online so you can keep bullying.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is this other piece before I dig my hole deeper?
Defiled Shrine? Oh wait, are you in?
I'm in Torvus Bog now.
You're in Torvus Bog. Right.
Right. Left? Oh.
Which one did you get?
I don't think I've had any of them yet.
You haven't gotten any of them. Well, you're on the top area floor.
Yes.
Right now. So there is one in Poisoned Bog.
Poisoned Bog. Poisoned Bog.
Which is
Poisoned Bog.
that one?
That.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
that one.
Do I want to spend the other power? Sure, I won't need it. Whee! Sam's question of the day: would Sam a cyber? Oh no, we did. Anyways, would Sam a
Remember,
cyberbullies people?
uh, no, she just kills them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
A
she's
little
the
bit more
one
efficient.
who says like meet me in real life, but she means it. Before
Yeah.
the argument
Oh,
to can ever escalate to anything else, she just asks you to meet her in real life, and she'll fight you.
if you have anything to say about her, positive or negative, she's like, say it to my face. And just has the gun pointed at you the whole time, and you're like, hey Samus, I think you're pretty cool and you're doing good work. She's like, okay,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Is that it?
get the fuck out.
Oh, I remember this in the Light World version. It was more annoying then.
Remember that there are hundreds of language, and in some languages these slurs are pronounced exactly the same as everyday normal words. I'm afraid of the time when it's automatically enabled on all CPUs without the choice of disabling it. It's opt-in, bro. I don't know what to. I don't know why I have to keep saying this.
People are mad about choices. Are we sure these aren't Nintendo fans?
You
Sorry to
know?
beat the horse of the Nintendo fans, but
Well, you see, because this is a Reddit post, I can tell you that for sure. I can go
oh
look at their
shit.
post history. So let's go find out. Let's see if there's anything. They play RuneScape, which makes sense. They
Yeah.
probably go into Wintertodt and say a lot of racist shit.
Nah.
Any OSRS players will understand what I'm saying. They will know. They've probably been to Wintertodt and they're like, yeah, it's kind of wild there. Or they're like, yeah, I'm actively racist in Wintertodt.
Me too. I would say that too.
But also that has a... They do bring up a point that has been an issue in the past. In games like Rainbow Six Siege, they implemented a ton of chat filters. And so people who were, speaking Spanish would just say the word black, negro, in Spanish.
Yeah.
And, well, in text, not in voice. And their filter would pick that up as bad word. Because in English, it has a very different connotation and pronunciation.
Yeah.
And so a lot of Spanish speakers were just getting banned, and then other people were also trolling, like, hey, what's the word? They'd be like, hey, what color is this? I'm adjusting my monitor, or shit like that. Just getting people banned, like, mid-match in competitive. So, like, yeah, these problems have existed, but also, it's an opt-in program.
Yeah.
You can literally not install it if you don't want to.
This is not something where you are getting banned for doing it, so
Mm-hmm.
this is something
It is simply
where
bleeping it out.
yeah.
It is far easier to block it out on the recipient's end than it is to stop the people doing it.
Was that the only one on top?
Yeah, the other one is in the old roundabout hall
Oh, fun.
at the very bottom.
Actually, we need to go there anyways because that was the last door,
Mhm.
I think, in this whole place that I haven't opened.
It is in dungeon.
Ooh, I also gotta figure out how to get in here.
How to get downstairs? Or oh, to that portal.
Yeah, because it's the same in the light world.
Uh-huh.
So there's that.
Oh, there's a little tube.
So my question, is there something... No, there's nothing directly below this.
It's probably just to your right and well hidden.
Ooh. No, it's not.
Like, can you jump up there, though?
That was my first
Eh?
thought.
Oh. But maybe in the light world. Wait, no. That wouldn't make sense entirely.
Yeah, because you need a portal to the light world one.
Well, I mean, if you were in that room in the light world, but then it would be like, well, then where would that thing go, you know?
Yeah. I'm thinking something over here. Oh, great, it's back.
Yeah. I can see that.
Open up. I not jump high enough, maybe?
Remember, gamers, the slippery slope
There we
argument
are.
is totally real and valid and is not an argumentative fallacy.
Smile.
And so you should use it every time.
Yes, do that. There we go.
At what point can it no longer scan? If you have 17 people shouting the N-word at you, can it filter them all?
Can you overwrite it?
Is there safety in numbers amongst racists?
Or does that make it easier to detect when it destroys all of them? Is it single target or AoE? That's a gamer reference for everyone.
Yeah, the evolution of Bleep, where it reads the incoming and outgoing packets and finds their IP addresses and gives them to you. It's like, we here at Intel would never encourage doxing, but you're free to make your own decisions.
But
However, comma, is that just not going to go up?
no, it just stopped
Oh.
for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
weird.
what might have happened was, am I in the light world right now? No. Good. I think what might have happened was I pressed up against a wall and it thought I couldn't. It didn't want to smash me. Pushed itself back down.
Oh,
Weird
wow,
geometry.
here's some reasonable people with my mindset, basically. Regardless of whether you want to use this, you have to admit it's some interesting tech. I have zero desire to add it to anything, but I might want to try it out just to see how well it works. Yeah, I'm curious too.
They
I
do.
think
They do share your opinion and are therefore smart people.
correct. Yes.
Not my
but I
opinion.
really-
Not an opinion. Not good.
I do want to run it through, like, maybe just an already uploaded Let's Play we have, and just see what it blocks out with max all
Nothing, of
filters.
course.
I mean,
If it works
that's
right.
that's the yeah. If it works right, well, I mean, you can turn on swears as a filter option, as well as
Does it
um,
tell you what it blocked?
I think that would defeat the point of it.
I
There
guess
might be
so.
like
Well, I just
there
mean
might
as
be
they're
some
like a log for where.
yeah. I'm sure there's some like dev console thing that you might be able to access if you wanted, like, for them to actually see what's getting blocked and whatnot.
Yeah, that way we can tell like what it's detecting it as.
And I'd like the idea where I would probably say something and then it would false positive and bleep it, and it would make the innocent sentence that I said sound really bad.
Can can the evolution of the bleep program take what someone says out of context and then make a whole more terrible opinion out of it?
There's there's an old YouTube video called Unnecessary Censorship, where it's basically that idea of just adding bleeps to places in like just normal sentences of like celebrities speaking, and it's pretty funny. Because, you know, it's just like, what did they say there, actually? Because I don't know. I remember
Whatever
the first
this
one is
group,
like,
whatever this group of things was, they certainly don't care for them.
the first one's like, there's 3 things my mother taught me. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Bleep you. It's like, well, I know what that one is, but it is good. It's good censorship.
Good censorship. For the forces of good. I don't know, like... I'm trying to think of what ammo I might want to spend on these guys, and I don't want to spend any of it. I guess super missiles would be fine. There we go. Spin, spin, spin to win. There he is. Bop! You can't escape. You can't escape. Oh, he escaped. Alright. I'm just gonna rapid fire now. Okay, bye. Yeah, this way.
Here's the true gamer. My problem with this tech is it reading it live or is it on a delay? How much latency does this introduce? If it has to introduce some latency, otherwise it would be impossible for it to filter anything. If I'm making a
See the
call out,
PC master race who's just worried
Yeah.
about the lag.
yeah, if I'm making a call out, my teammate reacts several days later. Okay, nice hyperbole, bro. Several days later to my call because he said some dumb shit like this. I'm gonna be tilted for sure.
I like this take.
I do too. Uh, also, in this scenario, he's the one using it, which is the funny part.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, just don't use it. Simply don't. Alternatively, if you know your friend is using it and that if you being toxic sets off his filter, just don't be toxic when you play with them. It's that simple.
Is this secretly gonna solve toxicity in video games? No.
It could.
But that would be funny if that's what ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go straight ahead here because... And they'll take care of the middle part there. With the dark portal, yeah, dark door.
I do think it's funny, you know, and censorship and whatnot in American TV, how you have to censor the word God, but not the word damn in the phrase that I will never say because I would never take the Lord's name in vain.
Right.
So I wonder if this would do the same. You know, can I turn on filters for you know, no taking the Lord's name in vain, no you know, no bad or unkind words about Allah. Is this a possibility with Bleep?
If so, hey, maybe we haven't
Maybe
given
we
them
should
enough
use
credit.
it. Yeah.
So that's the door.
I also didn't see anti-Semitism in their list of things, which is interesting. I'm sure it's included under the general racism and whatever. I forget what the word was. I closed out of it.
Nationalism? No. Maybe.
No.
Let's see what. No, that should have gone off. I wonder how I get back up. Oh wait, can this just shoot me up? Yes.
Giving corporations full reign over your comms and allowing them to scan and record every piece of audio that goes through your computer, and people are thanking for them. Imagine if they added a button to silence someone's audio. A mute button, if you will. Bro, what do you think a voice chat is? If not a corporation having full reign over your comms and possibly allowing them to scan and record every piece of audio that goes through it.
Yeah.
What? It was like...
He's like, what's the one meme with the big chin? Where it's like, I would never allow this to happen to me.
I can see it in my head, but I don't know what it's called. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ah, we can make this though.
It just when I type it in, it shows GigaChad now because that's the more popular big chin man.
It's a classic though, and it has a different meaning
Yeah.
anyway. So, not to disgrace Chad's name by any means. we talked about your D&D character Chad on here?
I don't think so. He was beautiful.
He was pretty good.
A
Probably your best
menace.
character and the only one I've seen you play.
My best character and probably my least thought out character at the same
That is
time.
how it works out, isn't it?
Chad was a master for the viewers. Chad was a master of the understandings of complex geometry and shapes,
That's
and
right.
that's about it. That's
He was
really his
really,
only
really
skill
smart.
set. He was really good at finding the shortest distance between 2 points so that the DCs on his skill check could be low as possible.
He was great at puzzles. He knew it all.
I played, for all you 3.5 nerds out there, I played a Crusader, which is like from a book in that game where in 3.5 and even arguably still in 5e, but not as much, there was a large power gap between casters and melee classes.
Yeah, martial classes, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess
And-
melee more so because
they're
Rangers
really
were
good
fine.
ranged. Yeah. And Watco sought to answer this by producing a book called The Book of Nine Swords, aka The Tome of Battle. I have no idea why it's called The Tome of Battle. The book is not called The Tome of Battle anywhere in it. It's called The Book of Nine Swords. So, go figure. But they added 3 classes in there that all had this mechanic called maneuvers, and they basically functioned as a deck, like adding a deck building mechanic
which
to your melee class. It was dungeon?
Oh, a minute.
Cool. And the Crusaders, yeah, the Crusader basically had a deck mechanic. And so I played a character who was, you know, stereotypical Chad meme. So
But you
my
were really
whole-
short though.
I was a short king, indeed. I was like I was 4'11" and 5 feet wide was what I wrote on my sheet. I remember that. There's a big emphasis on me literally occupying my 5x5 space.
What a fun
yeah,
guy.
but his
Also, if anyone ever, if you ever have someone in your group who plays one of those, remember, you are allowed to take their cards. You can do it whenever you want. I know because that's what I did.
please don't take my
You were
cards,
supposed
bro.
to do it. Actually, it's optimal.
Encouraged.
Yeah, that's right.
The smaller their hand sizes, the faster they get to reshuffle and redraw, which is
Exactly.
optimal.
So just wait until they get the best one, and then take all their cards.
But Chad's whole thing was he had a ton of damage reduction and then the ability to delay damage, and he got bonus damage based on the amount of damage he was delaying, which was then reduced. So he just basically didn't take damage and dished out a ton.
Before
And
you
so-
ask how we did this like genius character building, it was a campaign specific thing where
We all
can
had a
choose
special
powers,
boy
yeah.
power. And I just told Dan, he was the DM for those who don't know, I just told him, I just want flat DR. Just give me damage reduction, that's it.
wasn't it stacking the tough feat every level?
It was, it wasn't tough, it was...
Oh right, tough feat is HP.
Yeah, it had some name, but yeah, it was a feat from some weird, obscure, usually not allowed, 3.0 supplement, not even 3.5.
So you already
He
know
just-
it's good.
He just let me take that feat every level, and I was like, that's perfect, that's what I want. It would be like, someone hits me for 30 damage, I ignore 20 and send 10 to my delayed health pool. I go to attack someone, use stone power to gain 10 temporary HP. My turn ends, I lose my 10 temp HP, I'm still at max. And that was most of my combat.
What the hell is this?
Huh.
Monstrum.
Mechanoid. It's like a Metroid, but a mecha.
Exposing it to light.
That would make sense. Oh,
No? Hmm. Oh,
what about?
there's something.
What? Yeah, what about the? Oh, oh, you just let it move.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a thing kind of like that in Zero Mission. There's a little like gonk droid-like thing that you shoot at to move around.
Zero Mission stole from this game.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it happened. But yeah, basically all my brain power as Chad went into paying attention to what cards I did and didn't have and planning that accordingly, as well as calculating my distance from everyone at any given time, so that when I got the card that let me bull rush, I made sure I was in a perfect straight line to them.
Yep.
And that was it, and it was fun. And I didn't pay attention to the story at all intentionally. It was in character not to pay attention.
I'm just playing my character.
I was literally just playing my character.
Hmm. How much time are we at in this episode? Enough. I was gonna see if we'll go to the Sky Temple in this one, but we'll do it next time.
Okay.